Hello, everyone, and welcome to XM Live Advanced Room. Very special session today. Couple of reasons why it's special. It's after 4th of July, so after the market in the United States was closed. We will start to have action today. That's the first reason. The second reason, it's my first session since I come back from holiday. So I am I will get updated by Andrew as well, like the viewers. And we have viewers not only at XM Live, but also on YouTube, Telegram, and all kind of other social media channels. We welcome you. Just for your knowledge, we are live streaming here, live trading 8 hours every day from Central European time, 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And you're welcomed here to participate in the chat, ask a question, trade with us, bringing trading suggestions, and just being part of a trading community. Andrew, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, big hello to our viewers from social media and our viewers from XM Educational Rooms. Let's start the session. After July 4th, Independence Day, volatility went down, as you might have predicted. Usually July 4th and Thanksgiving, the end of November, are the days when you have the least volatility. So that's something that you might be remembering in the future when you go through those holidays. Markets yesterday were, the stock market in the United States was closed, but you got still some hours early closure on gold, oil, and US equity indices futures, CFDs on futures. And we didn't have much of happening there. This is US 500, you see. Really, there's nothing. But now, 1 hour ago, we spotted that there's momentum on the DAX to the downside. As DAX goes, you have this mood transferred into US equities indices. So look, this is the short-term interval for US 500. And you see, it's vertically down. We were talking about it 1 hour ago with Nenad. I spotted the US 100 telling that we are coming into the maybe technical pullback, maybe 200 points, maybe 150 points. Completely normal. With very low volatility, you might expect spike in volatility. And for DAX, as DAX goes down, that drives the Nasdaq 100 down. You also have a technical break from the support on a channel, which was a rally in previous downward trend. So when you look at the daily, you have a bearish week, you have a bullish week, and now we might be coming into at least half of the week, which might be a little bit bearish. So we're coming into, I think, look at this 1 hour chart on Nasdaq 100, breaking the support. This line is a support on 4 hour and 1 hour. So it's technical breakup. So the same happening with DAX, the same happening with gold right now. Gold is in early stage. Look at gold. Gold is in early stage of a breakout. Support 1912 is a strong support. Support 1920 is a weak support. So still, there is a 1920 support, and prices, they don't want to go down from here. But I think US session might be unleashing some selling in gold and maybe recovery. So look at the 1912 possible buys for gold. That's how I see the gold and US equities right now. So intraday pullbacks during the US session, then nice rebounds. And when you look at the technical picture of US 100, it's not short-term bullish right now. It was bullish for a week, but right now this bearish candle here tells you a lot. And I think we're getting into some kind of correction here for these.
It's interesting, yeah. It looks, but I would say the real market happens in the afternoon when US markets open, and if they are bullish, it can turn around very fast, also, right?
Yes. Yes, they can, exactly. They can run a futures pointing lower opening, and market opens, and fast you have turnaround, right? And then maybe market goes down. So this is just indicative of what would be the opening prices. So let's say if those were the Friday, the Monday closing prices, Tuesday we got a holiday, then market looks at the weaker opening, but then stocks are opening lower and immediately prices go up. and
Mm-hmm.
even make the new high. That is possible as well, of course. This is indicative of the opening. All right. So futures might be pointing to lower opening. Now the question is, if on the open lower prices, people decide to sell those stocks, or they be buying, looking as this is opportunity. Um, and I'm looking at the range. I mean, this is a kind of uh, a not a small range here when you look at the Nasdaq.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you have a lower opening, fractional lower, still there's a potential to go down,
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
So yeah, so this is the idea. Of course, this is one of the scenarios, but I think this is the most probable scenario. You open lower, you go a little bit lower, and then you have an intraday nice rally, and later, of course, we don't know. It's going to be into new highs, or it's going to be just rally and pulling back again. Um, so US 100 is one of the most dynamic right now. Nice momentum downside. Gold also becoming in the spotlight here because he's breaking the 1 hour, 4 hour support. Now the question is if this break gonna bring some more selling, or this break is just temporary and we're gonna have continuation of the upside here. Right? What do you think about gold?
Yeah.
You.
By the way, I just want also to welcome, of course, all the viewers again from social media. First, we have Frank here at XM Live. Good morning, Frank. Shuaib from Pakistan is watching us from Telegram group. We have Benjamin. Fantastic to see you all. And again, if you have wishes that we analyze something, or if you have an idea, please share it with us. For me, gold is I have two markets that are very interesting for me this morning. One is gold, where I'm already short from the previous week. I continue to be short here. We have now a nice pullback, and I really look for new short opportunities. Because when I look at in the hourly chart, we can see this very nicely. We had a double top in the last 2 days, which were lower than the previous tops from the previous week. So I think that could be quite a nice short entry that we find here, maybe. And the second market is the energy market. Oil and even natural gas, they look actually interesting on the long side, I would say. And there is a lot of talks we had on Monday, the hottest day, I think, in history on average temperatures all over the world. And we are um, we are seeing that now already a couple of weeks. We have the warm wind in so again, not everybody experienced this hot weather, but it's on average over the globe. It's very hot weather, and we have a very warm wind which is called El Nino. And El Nino normally creates higher temperatures of about 3.9 degrees. Now, this doesn't sound crazy, but it is. It has a lot of influence on commodities, but also on energy use. So we will probably see quite high air condition usage in the United States this summer, and that could create higher oil prices. But in natural gas, actually, we're seeing it even better already. So oil is still very flat, but natural gas starts to show signs of a revival. And I think that's a very, very interesting market.
Yes, look at the daily oil. Really, if you trade oil, you have to focus on small time intervals and momentum
Mm-hmm.
trades.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the nice momentum we got at 70 level. You got a 70 level. It pierced for a moment and then got a nice move up, and then momentum downside unleashed. But if you look at the daily, really, there's nothing happening. I have a flat line here. So this oil market is for the moment is good for the intraday momentum trades. When you see momentum, you'll be hopping into that. For natural gas, I didn't check recently. Let's have a look at the natural gas. Good thing is that you have a natural gas cash product. So
Yes.
we have a futures natural gas, and also let me go into natural gas, not gas,
Cash and
cash
gas.
product and gas cash product, which got a very nice spread. So it's a subject for it's nice for intraday trading. Look at the spread.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 0.7 of a cent. All right. So you can have a movement in gas of 5%, 10%, which would be like 13 cents. or 27 cents. With a spread 0.7, it makes this market attractive for intraday trading. Now, you mentioned about the season. Yes, natural gas is a subject for seasonality. Heating in wintertime and air conditioning in summertime. That season usually March, April, May. So natural gas subject for seasonal volatility as well. Right now, what we got here on the technical picture, prices are ascending nicely, however choppy. All right, so
Yeah.
it might be that they be attacking the tops. Then, of course, if you got in the top and then reverse, probably they will be kind of sell or trim a position and maybe buy on the dip again. But this is not, I think this is not a short market. Also, look at this bigger picture. You have a
Hmm.
gradual reversal. Remember, that was a $10. Natural gas was a $10, guys. It came into $2. So, I mean, you're going to short it to 270. It's a I think risky business. So it's rather buy on the dip, looking at the technicals, uh, potentially attacking the previous daily highs, which are 280. So in average, 10 cents up. And then, of course, either you break it, make it into 290, or there will be daily reversal, market goes down. So there's some room on the long side, at least to the previous daily tops, I think. Yeah, when you look at that picture, it will be natural to assume that the natural gas will go and retest the 281 level.
And after that it breaks, it can go to 3 and even above. So that's quite a lot of percentages that it grows because natural gas is that cheap. So if this would go above 3, I mean, this is a huge move.
Yeah, and if somebody likes volatility, guys, we got some stocks on the move, like let me see, the Canopy Growth. It went up nicely 50% just
Oh,
before
wow.
July 4th. But look, this is the bigger picture, guys. Right? So, eventually you have a rally of 50% on the day, but you see, this is how those speculative stocks they work. There's nothing, and suddenly go up 100% or 50%. So if you watch them on a daily basis, maybe you spot those moments, right? So there was really nothing of a rally, and then on Monday before the July 4th Independence Day, they go plus 52% for a day.
It almost looks that Americans like to smoke during their holiday.
Maybe, yes. Canopy Growth, Toronto-based company, with
Yes.
.to on the Nasdaq is CGC, Nasdaq market,
Yes.
2 listings. Yeah, so there are some stocks that are, they like to be volatile from time to time, like Virgin Galactic, space of Branson, right, the company. All right, what was the event for July 4th? Aussie, Australian Central Bank decision. Surprisingly, no raising rates. What we got
Okay.
here? Down, up, unchanged. I was going short on that, thinking, okay, we might have a pullback in equities, and also, I mean, why to be so excited about buying Aussie over here? Actually, it's subsiding, but very low volatility in Aussie. So I don't know if the short trade right now, it's valid because we don't have any volatility. But as I see US 100 going down, I think that the Aussie might be joining or at least not growing. So Aussie, I'm commenting on Aussie because we got the RBA decision, right? Rates unchanged at the 4.1%. Supposedly the market was looking at raising rates to 4.35, but they didn't. So we got this rate right now. And market didn't like that, but then recovered. And right now, structure is rather bearish. The
The
structure is
structure
rather
is
bearish.
very bearish in my opinion. And I would say here, I mean, in general, also for a longer term, I think based on the COT report. Now, I don't have the COT report from this week because I just returned from holiday, but from previous weeks, it's rather bearish. Australia surprised last month with a rate hike that wasn't expected. Now they're pausing, so they're under delivering. In general, I would say the Reserve Bank of Australia is one of the most dovish banks from all. Like they go very gradually up. And I see the Australian dollar quite bearish. I don't know. Yeah, I would look here for a short entry.